Hello and welcome to Round Glass. I'm Greta Hill and I'm really happy to be here with you. Thanks for joining me for my series on living in lunar rhythm. And for all of you who are tuning in live today, this is the first full moon of the year. And full moons are so magical. You don't have to have any special beliefs to see the beauty and just to feel the power and the sense of awe that happens whenever we look up at the sky and we witness the full moon. Right? This full moon is in the sign of Cancer, which gives us a really deep connection to the feeling body, and it's a watery full moon. It's connected to our emotions, it's connected to the energy of love, and it's also connected to our deep healing. The January full moon is also known as the wolf moon, and it's said that this is the time in the winter when the wolves are really feeling their hunger, and so they howl, and they know they can locate each other that way. They create more connection that way. So you might feel like howling at this full moon as well. This moon is just, all full moons really, but this moon is going to bring a lot to the surface. So you might really be feeling your emotions this week. But meditation gives us tools to navigate everything that arises, and to honor and to accept ourselves as we are right now. The full moon is an invitation back into our wholeness, to reconnect with ourselves, and to actually practice self-love. Self-love begins with an acceptance of where you are, and it's really essential in order to be able to love others. So meditation is a process that helps us to release the self-limiting ideas, any of the negativity that we hold towards ourselves that might make us feel small or unworthy. The full moon invites us to reclaim our wholeness. We can just reflect on the beauty of the full moon and remember that fullness of the moon is just like a reflection of our own wholeness, and that the moon is always whole, even during the times that we only see a little sliver of it. We remember that we are whole too, even if we feel fragmented. So before we begin, I would love to hear from you and just to know where you're calling in from. I want to know where you're experiencing this full moon, this full wolf moon. Please share with me in the chat box. One of the experiences that so many of us have is that it can really be hard to love ourselves. We're always told to love ourselves and that we can only love others if we love ourselves. But the truth is, this can be really tough. And possibly it's due to our upbringing, or it's different judgments that we hold about ourselves, ideas based on what society tells us is lovable or not lovable. It can be really hard to actually feel love for ourselves. A common feeling that so many people experience is a root belief that somehow we're not good enough or even worthy of love. And this is really sad. But the good news is that meditation can help change the relationship that we have with our thoughts and help us to step into self-love. Right? Meditating on self-love allows us to reconnect to our hearts, to remember that we are indeed worthy of love and that we are enough. So before we settled in for our meditation, let's see what you shared in the chat. All right, so I just want to give shout outs to everybody who's joining the meditation. Welcome the moon gazers from Los Angeles and from New York and from Las Vegas and from Seattle. And I'm actually here in Seattle as well. So thank you. It's so great to be able to share this with you. Let's get settled in for meditation. And for this meditation, I want to give you, full permission to just really be real and vulnerable with yourself. Sitting with thoughts and feelings rather than pushing them away is in itself an act of love. And when we focus on our hearts, our heart energy, we're able to create a compassionate space from which we can feel whatever it is that we need to feel. And so here we go. Right, take a nice comfortable seat, and you might want to sit up onto some support like I'm doing, up onto a cushion. You can turn your thighs in and just situate yourself so that you can lift up tall through your spine. If you're more comfortable sitting in a chair, please do whatever brings you the most ease in your body. Rise tall through your spine. Rest your hands into your lap however you'd like. And take a moment to close your eyes or just take your gaze down to the floor in front of you. But move your attention inside. And as we start to tune in, we'll take a couple of really conscious breaths. So inhale through your nose, and for now, exhale out through your mouth. A couple of times, just continue to take deep, full breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe, become aware of the state of your body. Where is your body holding tension? And can you let any of that go with the exhalations? You notice the quality of your mind. Is it at ease? Is it anxious or wandering? Try not to judge, just simply notice. And then bring your awareness to feel the energy of your heart. And how is your heart feeling right now on this full moon day? Do you feel closed off or shut down anywhere? Are there any strong feelings or emotions that are present? We're going to take 3 more deep breaths. So as you inhale, breathe in through your nose and really sip up as much air as you possibly can. And exhale, just sigh it out gently. Again, a cleansing breath deeply in through your nose. And all the way out. And take 1 more breath like that. Then you can release any of the effort of your breathing and just allow it to move in and out through your nose naturally. And soften your belly. Release the outside world and connect to this present moment, right here and right now. And let the breath move gently without effort, without strain. With every breath, particles of love are flowing into your body and through your body. Just notice the breath as it moves through the whole of your body, moving the energy of love, softening any places of resistance, any places of tension. And as you visualize these particles of love and light moving through your body with your breath, allow it to feel like a warm embrace. Let every breath help you drop in more fully to the energy of your own heart. The full moon amplifies everything. So just notice whatever's being amplified in your own body, your own heart, your own mind. And stay with your breath. Our meditation will include a little visualization as we cultivate deeper self-love and appreciation. Stay relaxed in your body, soft through your belly, and begin to visualize yourself as a small child. See yourself as this child sitting right in front of you. This beautiful child. And as you notice this child, that is you, sitting before you, you might notice that it's a little upset or feeling afraid. but you have the power to settle the heart of this child. This sweet child needs your love. Stay really present to the energy in your heart. And through your heart, really imagine yourself offering tenderness to this child. And the love that you give this child, that is going to, just imagine what it's going to create. This child who is you, and giving them a feeling of being at home in this world. The love that you send this child gives them a feeling of being protected, a feeling of being okay, enough. Stay at ease in your body, present to your breath, as you just offer tenderness and love from your heart to the heart of this child. Imagine what a tender, soft, protective warmth and love that flows from your heart is creating for this child. And know that they experience your tenderness and affection. And let yourself gently send tenderness to yourself as a child. Really see them, really love them, this child that is you. Stay with the tender energy in your heart. And now begin to see yourself at the age you are right now. You might visualize yourself in front of you, sitting before you, or imagine seeing your reflection in a mirror. But see yourself as you are now. And look into your own eyes and really look. What do you notice? Is there pain or sadness? Do you see love? Do you see joy? Look into the eyes of this person standing before you. Feel that it is you. And allow the love that you offered to the child to now flow into you. Let your tenderness, let your affection, let your deep acceptance flow towards yourself. Really feel that your love is being accepted, that the love you offer is worthy of being accepted. As you allow the feeling of love to flow from your heart to the you who stands before you now. And as you look at your own reflection, As you look into your own eyes, sending love from the depth of your heart, you might say, I see you. I love you. You are worthy. Keep sending the tenderness, sending love from your heart to the reflection of you before you now. And very gently allow the image to subside and feel the energy of your own heart center right now. And with each breath, particles of love are flowing in and out of your heart. Connecting with this energy that flows through you. You feel your capacity to love and be loved. And if it's helpful to connect to your own heart, you might place your left hand on your heart center and then take your right hand on top of that and really just feel the tenderness. Feel your own vulnerability. And gently repeat to yourself, I love and honor all parts of myself. I love and honor all parts of myself. I love and honor all parts of myself. And stay with your breath, allowing it to flow, allowing feelings to flow, allowing love to flow. As you feel into your own heart and into the beauty of your own self, you might affirm to yourself, I am whole. I am powerful. I am love. And really feel it. I am whole. I am powerful. I am love. I am whole. I am powerful. I am love. Rest into the flow of your breath and into the particles of love that flow through you. And take a nice full breath in through your nose. And at the top of the breath, pause for 3 of your own heartbeats. And then slowly exhale through your nose. And again, draw the breath in. A little pause at the top for 3 of your own heartbeats. And a slow, smooth exhale through the nose. One more time. Stay connected to the energy of your own heart, relaxed in a field of tender, loving kindness. As you very slowly and sweetly allow your eyes to open, and just take a moment to notice the space that you're in. It's a way of grounding yourself. And then bring your attention back to our shared space together. And take a couple of moments to reflect on this experience. And what was it like for you? And if you have any questions at all, you can put them into the chat box, and I'll take a moment to answer them in a minute. So when we take the time to really see ourselves as a young child, sometimes this is called the inner child. And I like to think of the inner child as really just like our deepest vulnerability. We can send that part of ourselves a lot of love. And, when that part of ourself feels small, afraid, unlovable, it's up to us to sort of re-parent that inner child and just say, hey, I see you and I love you and you are worthy. And it's a really important practice. This particular moon in Cancer is very much about the energy of the archetypal mother. So we can learn to kind of mother our own self in this way. And meditation just brings up, it just gives us more space to actually be present to all of the different feelings that we have, the full spectrum of human emotion, and to learn to be with it. That we don't have to push it away or try to bypass it or stuff it away, but that we can just be present to it. And eventually things shift, energy flows, emotions flow. And in this way, meditation gives us space. It actually makes space for our humanity. I want to share with you a quote from Young Pueblo, who is an author and a poet, who says, as your self-love grows stronger, so do the waves of change that you can create. And this to me is so important, that the more we love ourselves, the more we're actually able to make a big ripple of change in the world and even encourage and inspire other people to love themselves more. So I thought, I love that quote. This week, if you want to take this practice off of the cushion and kind of into your life more, I wanted to invite you to really find time to go outside or else go by a window, but gaze at the full moon. Really just notice the moon, admire the moon, see the beauty of the full moon as a reflection of you. And remember that while gazing at the moon, you can do the affirmations, I am whole, I am powerful, I am love. And so let's see if there are a couple of questions I can answer today. Here's a question that says, I'm not an emotional person, but I want to take advantage of this wolf moon and connect to my emotions. What's the best way to tap into carefully guarded emotions? This is a beautiful question. the first thing I want to say is that we have our guards for a good reason, a lot of time out of self-protection and preservation. But it's important to be with our emotions, to give them space to move through us so that they don't become lodged inside and start to show up in unpleasant ways. And so one of my teachers says, listen, breathe, feel. And I think that's what we do in meditation. Just really give yourself some quiet time to listen inside and be with your breath. The breath quiets the thinking mind. It gives us more access to our deep sensitivity to just feel what's going on inside. And then without any kind of story about it or judgment, name it. Just name the feeling. Right now, I am feeling, and just name it. So listen, breathe, and feel. That would be a good practice, I think, to get in touch with your emotions on this wolf moon. Here's another question that says, is there any advantage to doing this practice outside, directly under the full moon tonight? Yes. So for anybody who's doing this in lifetime, it's Monday, which is the day of the moon. It's the full moon, and it's the full moon in the sign of Cancer. And Cancer is governed by the moon. So it's a very, very like lunar moon, powerful day today. So if you happen to catch this live and you can go outside and meditate under the full moon tonight, it's just going to sort of heighten and amplify everything that we've done. Absolutely. Here's another question that says, I'm feeling a little emotional after the practice. What do you like to tell yourself to calm down a bit? Would love some advice or a helpful mantra or affirmation? Yeah, I think just remember that emotions are connected. They're actually connected to, like, think of them like water. They flow and they move and they change. And so give yourself time, just let them move through you. And when you feel a little bit tender, especially sometimes connecting with the inner child and seeing yourself in that way can bring up a lot for people. But just to really breathe and say, hey, I am whole, I am loved, to remember that. I would come back to that affirmation that we used. And if it's like the little child that's feeling vulnerable, to look at yourself as a child and say, hey, we've got this, and I've got you, and I see you, and I love you. So thank you so much for sharing this time together on this full moon. And please continue to explore, to deepen your meditation practice with us. Check out our live daily meditations at round.class or on the app. And I hope to see you next week when we continue our moon meditations. So thank you so much, and happy moon gazing.